Ladies, gents, how are we all? Hope we're doing well. Now, today's video, I want to talk to you about how to manage the Christmas markets while you're dieting. Now, it's an amazing time of the year. Everyone's super excited. The Christmas markets are here, me included, even though I've not been yet. But there's a lot of people out there that are feeling quite stressed because they want to make progress, they want to keep leaning up, they want to keep losing weight, but they still want to enjoy themselves and have a bit of a social life and enjoy things like the market. So today's video, I want to talk to you about how to manage these kind of situations so you can go into the festive period not beating yourself up, not feeling guilty, and still seeing progress. So the first thing I want you to do is something called calorie banking. This is an approach that I use with a lot of my clients to help manage these kind of situations. So all it means is you're going to know your calorie target for the week, and there's different ways of approaching it. How I like to do it is sort of save 200 calories a day, Monday to Friday. Let's say you're going to the markets on the Saturday. What you can do is, if your calorie target is 2,000 calories to lose weight over the week, what you can then do Monday to Friday is you can save 200 calories by eating at 1,800. That way, when you get to the Saturday, you've got an extra 1,000 calories to play with, okay? So plenty more calories to play with if you want a bratwurst or you want to have some pancakes or whatever from the markets. You've then got an extra 1,000 calories to play with. So I would only ever save 200 calories maximum a day, because we don't want it to affect your energy levels, we don't want it to affect your recovery after a session, and we don't want it to affect your training performance in the gym. So 200 calories a day, sort of Monday to Friday, will give you an extra 1,000 calories to play with when you go to the markets on that Saturday night. Another technique you can use alongside this is intermittent fasting. Now, this sounds very, intermittent fasting, it sounds dead posh. It's not. Intermittent fasting just means you're going to pull out your breakfast, you're going to have your lunch a little bit earlier. So what I tend to do is have a coffee in the morning. You could even have a light snack as well in the morning, like a banana or something like that. And that way, you've got a lot more calories to play with later in the day because you've not had your usual breakfast. So how I tend to approach it is I'll have my first meal at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll make sure it's a high protein meal so it keeps me nice and full. And that way you've got all the calories that you've saved up from the week from your calorie banking. You've got those extra calories that you've saved from not having breakfast. So you've got a hell of a lot to play with on that Saturday night. So you can still go to the markets, enjoy yourself, and still stay within your calorie deficit for the week. But what you need to make sure that you're doing is, if you're logging your food through MyFitnessPal, is overestimate, okay? So let's say you want to have, I don't know, a hot dog, a bratwurst, sausage, whatever, and you search it up on MyFitnessPal, there's a few generic ones. If there's one on there for like 600 calories and there's one on there for like 900 calories, always go for the higher calorie option, because it's better to overestimate than it is to underestimate and be over. So what I would personally do is, you'll have a rough idea of what you're going to eat before you go. Try and roughly log it in MyFitnessPal so you know how many calories you're going to have for your food and for any drinks that you're going to have. What I'd also do is set yourself a bit of a limit and just say, right, I'm going to have one food item and a few drinks, or I'm going to have, I don't know, like a hot dog and some pancakes. Set yourself a bit of a limit so in your head before you go, you know kind of what to expect, and you've set some boundaries there so you don't go overboard. Another little tip would be not to go there starving. So this is why I said have a high protein lunch, so you're not going there absolutely ravenous, because if you do that, chances are you're going to go way over your calories, you're going to go way overboard. It's so easy to do, and you're going to end up eating half of the market's food. Another thing to do is make sure that you've been active across the week, and especially active on the day that you're going to go to the markets. Chances are you're going to be walking around quite a bit around the markets, so it's going to be quite a high step day anyway. But if you could add maybe a cardio session in there or a morning walk on there to bump up your energy expenditure, so the amount of calories that you burn that day, it's only going to help. Another little tip would be to pick your battles. So let's be honest, if you're in a dieting phase and you still want to make progress, chances are you can't go and get absolutely battered on alcohol and eat whatever the hell you want. You need to pick your battles. You need to decide before you go what you're going to have roughly. So it might be something like, right, I'm going to have a hot dog, I'm going to have some mini pancakes, and I'm going to have one beer. So in your head, you know before you go in, this is what I'm going to have, and then chances are you're not going to go overboard. So you're not going to be able to have absolutely everything, but just go, enjoy yourself, have some nice food, have a nice drink, but just know that you're still working towards your goals at the same time. So don't completely blow it. Enjoy yourself, guilt-free, using these methods, and they will really, really help. Another little tip would to be, obviously you're going to go with a friend or you're going to go on with a partner. You're probably not going to be going on your own. So a good tip would be to share things. That way you get to try a number of different things, a number of different food, a number of different drinks, but essentially halving the calories. So let's say you're going with your partner and you want to have some halloumi fries. Why don't you go get some halloumi fries, get 2 forks, share it between you, and then maybe get a pancake, share it between you, and maybe like, I don't know, a couple of drinks and share it. That way you get to try quite a few different things, but you're not having a full portion to yourself each time, so the calories aren't mounting up as quick. So that's another little tip for you to have there. And finally, just expect your weight to go up the following days, because you're going to be eating food that you don't usually eat, so your digestion might be slightly off. You're going to be eating saltier foods than usual, so your body might be holding on to some more water. So don't panic if the following few days your weight is up. It really doesn't matter. Just look at the bigger picture. That weight will start to come down. You've had an amazing time, you've made some memories at the market, and you would have still progressed if you use these tips. So I hope that helps. If you guys don't know how many calories you should be eating to progress each week and to live this flexible lifestyle, then please get in touch. Fill out a link, fill out a form through the link in my bio, consultation form. You can book a free call with me and we can discuss all these things so we can get you progressing without having to get rid of your social life. So guys, speak to you soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions.